This is just a message to, you IOIC members, ISUPK, and, Sicarii, and all these other groups, you know what I'm saying? I'm very shocked and surprised at the fact that you guys have not come to the conclusion and realized that these leaders and these groups are militarizing the truth. You know what I'm saying? They got you marching in the street, singing military cadence, wearing military fatigues, boots, army cargo pants, you know what I'm saying? Like your leader is called general. Which title is given to men of the Lord in the Bible? Who's called general in the Bible? You know what I'm saying? These things you need to be looking at. Now, the war in Israel just popped off, and eventually they're going to come and crack down with the whole anti-Semitism thing, and you guys are going to be take the brunt of it, right? Because you're a militarized group. When you start kicking in your doors and stuff like that, then you're going to realize, oh, wow, why are we being attacked? Well, because your group is militarized. You're dangerous, according to, what these elites will try to persuade the public to believe. And you got to see these things, man. Repent before it's too late. The Lord isn't calling you to do these things. Colossians 3:12, put on therefore as the elect of God, holy, beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness, mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another and forgiving one another, if any man have quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so shall you do also. Hamashiach Yahushai, right? His true name. That's what the Lord is calling us to do. The Lord isn't calling you to march in the streets. The Lord isn't calling you to be so carnally minded. Some groups more than others, you know what I'm saying? But you have to understand, these leaders are all set up. The devil knows the truth of the Bible, and he's going to lay traps and pitfalls every which way along the way, and particularly these major groups. You know what I'm saying? They're militarizing the truth. So when the time comes, and there's going to be some kind of false flag operation targeted towards the people who we can't name. So the public view is going to be more sympathetic towards them. That's going to happen. And when it does happen, they're going to crack down on all the anti-Semitism stuff. That's coming. And all these, and it might even be punishable with jail time. All these militarized groups who are quote unquote armed and dangerous, you're going to take the brunt of it. The Lord isn't calling us into that kind of conflict and calling us to be dealing with these things, man. The Lord isn't calling us to be marching in the streets and military cadence. Yes, the Lord has an army, but not like this. This is not what the Lord is talking about. You know what I'm saying? When you see people get shot down in the streets, when you see these things happen to people, you got to understand that it's the judgment of the Lord. Job 4:7, remember I prayed thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where was the righteous cut off, right? So the Lord find it justified to pull that person's card. So marching in the streets and singing and surrounding buildings and doing all these things, that's not going to bring any change. It's not going to bring any change. It's the Lord's will. And if you said they did that in the civil rights, that brought change, well, you're a fool, because what change have the civil rights brought to anybody besides more pain and suffering? You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be focusing on certain things, and not included in those things are marching the streets, acting like you're a military, calling each other sergeants and generals. Now we do have captains now. Back in the days of old when we were a sovereign nation, but now we're a church. I'm saying we're supposed to be focusing on our inward man. We're supposed to be focusing on preaching the gospel. And these militarized actions, these marching in formation, like you're just asking to be called a terrorist group. And that's exactly what they're doing to the truth. Anyway, I hope this message gets to whoever it needs to, man. Right? You got to see what these guys are doing. Oh, and you might be thinking, oh, but these guys got the truth. They're traveling all over the world, spreading the gospel. But Christians do the same thing. Christians have ministries that go out to all the different remote countries to talk about the Bible, their perception of the Bible. So what's the difference, right? The Lord is using all these groups to a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? So just because they're doing these things doesn't mean they're totally of the Most High. They're of the Most High. The Lord is using them. But that doesn't mean they're the 100% way and the truth. You know what I'm saying? They might plant a seed for you to further explore and learn and discover what it means to be a true servant of the Most High God, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, right? That doesn't mean that they're all the way there. Anyway, I hope you see through the fog. Do not fall for these traps and pitfalls. They're leading you down the path to destruction. You're going to be called a militarized group very soon. Why do you think he changed his name from bishop to general? Oh, I don't even know if that's still the case, but why is that? Where is general in the Bible? Anyway, I'm going in circles. I hope you got something out of this. Shalom. Peace be unto you.